Hello and welcome everyone. So today in this lecture we are going to practice if else if statement, right, or nested if statements. So let us start with the first example, that is, first we will only see if and else statement, right? We will carry out practice of everything. So we are going to see the if else statement first. So hash include stdio dot h hash include con io dot h void main, right? So let us see a simple variable int a, right? So I am entering printf. I am asking user to enter value for variable a. So enter the value of variable a. So here user will enter the value. I will scanf %d %a. The value entered by the user will come in variable a. So now I am writing the first condition, if a is greater than 0, right? If a is greater than 0, I will write printf a is greater than 0. Right? And then this completes the if block, right? And in else I will write printf a is not greater than 0. So user can enter 0 or any variable. So I am just, for practice example, I have just given two conditions over here. So this a can be greater than 0 or it can be less than, other than greater than 0, means it can be 0 or it can be less than 0. So but here I have given only two conditions. So if it is 0, then and then only it will enter here in this. If it is not greater than 0, then only it will enter here. Okay, if it is not greater than 0. So here in this case condition is only one. The compiler will check whether a is greater than 0 or not. So if it is greater than 0, it will enter into if, and if it is not, then it will enter into else. So either if will be executed or else will be executed. So there will, both the statements will not get executed. Only one out of these two statements will get executed. So this is the simple program to check whether a number is positive or negative, right? So now I am introducing if, else if, and else. So here remember that there will be two conditions required, right? So one condition will be required for if, other condition will be required for else if, and remaining everything will come under else. So just modify, I am just modifying this program. So here I am just displaying a is positive. So the aim of this program is to check whether the entered number is positive, negative, or 0. So else if condition number 2, a is less than 0. right? So no semicolon will be here because it will separate the body of the if statement from the if statement. So there is no semicolon here, so A is negative, right? And the remaining condition, that is else condition, so there is no condition is to be written after else. So you can see that there are no round brackets after the else, because remaining everything will appear in else statement. So now printf A is equal to 0. So here two conditions can be checked, whether A is greater than 0, A is less than 0, or A equals to 0, right? So let us save the program. If statement, right? So alt R. So suppose I am entering 80, so you can see that A is positive. If I am entering -6, so A is negative, and I am entering 0, A is equals to 0, right? So either the program can go into if block or else if block or else block. It will not go in all the three blocks, right? If the first condition is satisfied, then it will enter into first block. If second condition is satisfied, then it will enter into second block only. And if both the conditions fails to satisfy, then in that case it will enter into else statement, right? So this is the demonstration of if, else if, and else. The third or another example we can take, I am again modifying the same. So this program I will take, that is program to determine the type of triangle based on whatever the sizes of sides entered by the user, right? So user may enter any three sizes. So based on that, program will determine whether it is equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or scalene triangle. So I have declared three sides, side 1, side 2, side 3. So enter three sides of a triangle. So here user will enter three sides. So %d for second side, %d for third side, then comma, and side 1 ampersand side 2, comma, ampersand side 3. So three sides are scanned. Now next comes the logic part. So here we are going to use joint conditions, that is if side 1 compares to side 2, the double equal to sign is read as compares with. So if side 1 compares with side 2 and side 2 compares with side 3, means if side 1 is equal to side 2 and side 2 is equal to side 3, then you will print the triangle is equilateral. All the sides are same, So hence the triangle is equilateral, right? Then else if, now you will check the second condition, that is if side 1 is equals to side 2 and sorry, not and or side 2 compares to side 3 or side 1 compares with side 3, means in this case what happened, either side 1 is equals to side 2 or side 2 is equals to side 3 or side 1 is equals to side 3. In any of the case is true. If any of the case is true, then this triangle will be isosceles triangle. The triangle is isosceles triangle, right? And else if both the conditions are false, so finally you have to print the triangle is scalene triangle. Right, so in this way you can execute this code. So first of all I am entering all the sides same, 10 10 10. So you can see this equilateral triangle, all sides are same. Then next I am entering 10 20 and 10. So you can see isosceles triangle. And next 10 20 30. So the triangle is scalene triangle, right? So this is the second demonstration of if, else if and else statement with combined condition or integrated condition or joint condition. This is example number 2. The third example that we are going to take today is determine grade based on marks. Program to determine grades based on marks. So here I am going to I will just everything clear it up. Just to avoid confusions. So now I am declaring an integer variable marks, right? Then CLR SCR as usual, printf, enter your marks. You are asking user or student to enter your marks. Then the marks are scanned using scanf function. You can have this marks as float also, right? So now we are assigning grade. So now I am writing if marks are greater than equal to 90. The first condition is if the marks are greater than equals to 90, then printf grade is equals to AA. This is the if statement. Now next is else if marks greater than equals to 80, then printf grade equals to BB. So now, just to avoid repetition of this, I will just copy it and I will paste it. So this is for 70, then 50. So 70, 60. Let us change this side by side also. This is 70. Let us say it is BC. This is 60. Let us say this as CC. Then 50. Let us set this grade as CD. And finally, all the conditions are done, then else. So you can see that there is no condition inside else. Grade equals to FF. So we have not given any condition for else. See, suppose I am entering 80 marks. So you can see that grade is 80. If I am entering 30 marks, grade is FF. So using this if else statement, you can have different programs. We will do one more program where maximum number is calculated. So program to find the largest number of 3 user entered numbers. This is the aim. The user will enter 3 numbers and you have to find out the maximum number out of this 3 number. So I am now creating 3 numbers, A, B, C, all of integer types. Here I am writing enter 3 numbers. Then you have to give %d because it is integer, 3 times because you want to scan 3 numbers, A, B and %c. So using this you can scan 3 numbers. So now I am overwriting it. Suppose now we have to calculate this. For example, if A is greater than B and greater than or equals to B and A greater than equals to C, then you will printf A is largest number, right? If you want to print the value of number A, you can write like this: A is the largest number which is equal to, comma, A. So it will print the value of A. Similarly, in else if, you will write statement for B. If B is greater than A and B is greater than or equals to C, then printf B is the largest number which is equals to %d. Now here you will write variable B. Else if for C is greater than A and C is greater than B, then printf C is the largest number which is equals to %d, comma C. Now there is possibility that all the numbers are same, so I'm just clearing out this part and only keeping else statement. So else, what will happen if A is not bigger, B is not bigger, and C is also not bigger? So else it will print all numbers are same, right? So let us save the program. I am typing three numbers, 10 space 20 space 30. So you can see that C is the largest number, which is 30, and I am now giving input all same numbers. So you can see that all numbers are same. So in this way you can have a program of finding out the largest number. Now let us take example of nested if. Now suppose you are carrying out, okay, let us take a new file now. So now we are carrying out program for nested if. Means there is one if statement inside the other if statement. It is called as nested if. So you can have number of programs depending on the use or application area, but main logic will remain same, right? So the example that we are going to take is already explained in the concept part of this if statement, that is the previous video lecture, but once again I will tell you some rules. So in previous lecture it is already told that it is about the discounting example that we are going to take here. Discounting example, that is if a member having membership of any super shop, superstore, Reliance Bazaar, etc., having membership, then if it is a person is having the membership, then it will go in another if. So first of all, right, so then it will go into another if and will check the condition, that is cart value is greater than equals to 1000. If you get the answer as yes for this condition, then apply 20% discount. If you get no answer, that is cart value is less than 1000, then apply 10% discount. This is the logic. And if person is not having membership, person is not having the membership, then no discount. This is the logic which is already there in the previous video lecture. So we are going to program this today. So let us declare the variables. First I am going to require a variable that is let us say membership status. So I am taking char m status as a variable name. Second variable I will require, that is cart value, and also I will require f amount, final amount or amount payable, right? Yeah, right. So all these variables are required. So I am just, let's say f pay for final payables, CLR SCR as per our structure of C program, then printf. So as per the logic, first you have to ask a user, are you a member or are you a premium member? Because sometimes some things are offered to premium members only. Are you a premium member? Then you have to scan the reply. Scanf %c, %m status. Now next we will require enter your cart value. So user will enter the cart value over here. And then you have to be scanned it. So since it is of float type, you have to write %f over here, and CV is the variable name. Right? Once you collect the data, you will not ask for enter FPay, because final amount payable will be calculated by the program. So only two data you are required over here. So now comes the logic part. So first of all, I am checking if condition. So as per the logic, you have to check if m status compares with in single quote y, because it is a text, character is a text, that's why you have to enter in single quote, followed by one more condition you have to check, because there can be cases where user may enter it into capital Y or small y. So now I have written the if statement. Now if the user entered yes or y, then it will go inside if statement. Then next it will check the second if statement inside the outer if statement. If your CV is greater than equals to 1000, cart value is greater than equals to 1000. So if it is this condition, then your FPay you have to calculate. So FPay is equals to CV times 80 by 100. So with this 20% discount will be applied. Now if cart value is not greater than or equals to 1000, so else, so there is no condition required. The cart value can be more than or equals to 1000 or it is not. So only one condition is there, else FPay is equals to CV star 90 by 100, means 10% discount will be applied, and it will be stored in FPay variable, right? So this completes the main if statement, that is if the membership status is yes. So what if a person is not having the membership? So in that case everything will appear in this. So I will simply write FPay is equals to cart value, that is 0% discount. Whatever the cart value is, it will be assigned to final pay. Now lastly I will printf amount to be payable is equals to %f, comma FPay. I want to print the value of FPay, that's why, and which is of float type, I have given it FPay over here. Finally get ch and closing the main. Save it first. Discount.c. Let us run it. So you can see, are you a premium member? So I am writing yes. Enter your cart value. So suppose I am entering 4000. So you can see that amount to be payable is 3200. So 20% discount is applied in this case. Let us run once again. Now I am putting no over here. Enter cart value 1000. So you can see amount to be payable is 1000, means no discount is applicable. So you can have multiple if statement joined with multiple conditions together, and you can do such simple and nice programs to understand the working of if else statement or nested if statements and otherwise. So for that you need to practice a lot. These sample programs you have to practice. You can practice multiple programs, they are available, right? So I hope this practice program helps you in your future. Thank you for watching this lecture. Have a nice day.